Sagittarius, 2023, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Category number 1, work, money, and resources. You seem really serious. I'm not used to seeing you this way. You seem, I know a lot of Sagittariuses. I know you guys can be very serious about, work and super committed and really, really driven. I get that. But this is a different kind of serious. This isn't just about focus and drive. This is about being careful, especially the second quarter of the year. This is about double checking everything, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, making sure that when you gamble, if you gamble, it's more of a calculated risk than just a blindfolded toss everything onto the table here and let's see if I win or lose, like roulette. This is also for many of you about taking your money and your resources or the many years that you've put into your career or your field, right, or your business, and seeing how you can convert that, expand that, use that as leverage for something else. We may see business opportunities coming in, especially in the middle and the third quarter of the year for a lot of you. Some of this looks like a total surprise, whether it be investing in something or it be someone coming to you and saying, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this with me? Or do you remember this thing we talked about a while back? For some of you, it seems like it is a surprise, but it's also a little bit old in that you would have considered it, okay, somewhere in your past. So sort of like a resurrecting of energy going on here. I think overall money's going to look really good for you guys, but I also think that you know how to use money, to your advantage, and any resources that you get, to your advantage long term, instead of being like silly with it as others may be. And I think that you're not being paranoid, okay, but you're being realistic. It's not great circumstances out there right now. And while you're going to be, tightening the reins, maybe in some areas, you also understand, and for many of you, and I'll get into this in a minute, you may be bringing in a baby this year. You may be getting married this year. You may be expanding on your family or adopting or, something like that. And so you have to know when to put those resources in. I also just want to say this to you guys. Many of you are learning to see yourself as a resource for the first time. And I know you guys don't ever run short on the self-esteem, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you see yourself as the main resource, in your life, especially in times of trouble, like our economy or whatever. You may look to banks, institutions, others, networking, the boss, whatever it is, you're really not doing that anymore. So you're taking even that, seeing yourself as a resource up to the next level, just to make you even brighter, just to make your confidence even more going forward. You guys are going to be pretty unstoppable. It's pretty fantastic. Category number 2. Let's look at love and relationships for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising in 2023. Love and relationships. Really hard to tie you guys down. I see you going right on through that third quarter of the year, right on through. But I see somebody wanting to kind of, can I get this person to stop and be with me for a little while? I also see that those of you who are committed, maybe investing more time in your love partnership and feeling as though it really helps you to grow exponentially. So this is a lovely energy here, where, reminds me a little bit of, I always tell my fellow light workers here, watch for when a cat shows up, okay? Like in your driveway, or some random animal, a raccoon or a dog, or I don't care what it is. Watch birds when these animals come to you, because you're going to say, oh, it needs me. No, you need it. It came to bring you some kind of energy, and it kind of looks like that, where you may have a lover who is trying to kind of hold you down and requires extra time together, with them to feed the positivity of the relationship. It is going to be required, but it actually feeds you even more than, it feeds them. So this is going to be interesting going forward after this kind of a level up and a deeper state of intimacy to see where you guys take this. Pretty incredible. And for those of you, again, who are single, who are just sort of, passing through, you may just be dating a lot the first half of the year, and then that third quarter, you may find someone you are willing to stop and settle down with for at least a minute, or possibly even take them with you. Okay, so as you guys travel about, you do your thing. This may be someone who can actually keep up with you. This is fascinating. As far as kids and things are concerned, expanding on family, I know I mentioned that. You guys may very well be bringing in, especially the middle of the year, the whole middle section there, you may be bringing in more family members or expanding somehow on your more intimate group, let's say. Category number 3, hidden messages, your blind spot, or any overall theme that comes up for Sagittarius. Doors that are shut need to stay shut. And whether it's a Mercury in retrograde or you get scared because there's a potential commitment and you're out of your comfort zone, right? We could see, I did a free mini class here on YouTube called Parade of the Exes. It was about, a retrograde situation and how our exes can come back at any time, but especially when your energy is changing and you have a big level up opportunity. Sometimes not just exes, but old situations, old temptations, okay? Things that are dead, done, over with and need to stay in the past, leave them there. Keep the door shut, all right? Keep going. All right, Sagittarius, it looks amazing for you and really like a lot of fun. Very sweet as well. Okay, so have a great 2023.